This week on the Property Hillbillies, Ash and I go on the hunt for some new lights. I get tiling in the kitchen, and we visit Devon at Harrison's to make a decision on the carpet. Remember that sore throat and stuff yesterday? Yeah, not so good today. Not so good. Shit, I woke up in the middle of the night. My throat and chest was so sore. My dreams, I was having this weird dream that I was in this war and my throat had been shot out. It's kind of odd, but I guess I woke up and I had to go have a couple pills. But Ash made me a little lemon and honey concoction this morning, so I drank that. Apparently that's supposed to be something that'll help, but yeah, not sure what's going to happen today. One little exciting thing though, randomly, I got a text yesterday from Trade Depot saying, your order has been delivered and it's on the way. Well, I have no fucking idea what that is. And then I just got a text saying, your order is 30 minutes away. So maybe there was something when we got our stuff that they didn't deliver, or maybe we're about to get a little Christmas surprise. So yeah, I'm as much in the dark as you are. But yeah, I don't know. See if we get anything done today. Maybe not. I'm supposed to have someone come and look at the fireplace. We're getting a new fireplace put in. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Maybe me and Simp will just tuck up here for a while. Alright. Coffee. Yeah. Thanks, Trade Depot. Another couple toilets and a shower liner. This thing we actually did need. It's a little bit late now. Anyway, always good to have some bonus stuff. Alright, Saturday, been busy painting. We've got some nice coats on around. What are you laughing at? Did you fart?
No!
You did, eh?
I didn't, I was laughing. Because you laughed and split your lip.
That's a mischievous laugh. Oh, she's laughing because I laughed before and split my lip. Apparently that's really funny. Ashley loves to laugh at people's misfortunes. Good. That would be a smart thing to do though. But knowing you wouldn't be able to get it back in. Probably best from your point of view, right? We'll just put it in there. Have you got it there? I can't see. So.
I've got it.
Is that looking good?
No, it needs to go up, but I'm on the line. So
lift it up.
Oh, I can't.
And more to you. And then up. There, it looks pretty good to me. That was actually less painful than I was expecting. Okay. Right, now let's sort out these lights. So, the problem we have here is now we've realised these lights were initially set up to be in the middle of this, but now, as you can see, I'm going to have to move them across. They're black.
That's grey.
That is, well, it's charcoal. They say that, don't they? What does it say on the thing?
This is fucking. This is grey. It's not black.
Well, what does it? Look at this. Does that look black to you? Looks black to me.
It's just grey.
That's charcoal.
It's fucking grey.
If that's not charcoal, yeah, that's about how far they're going to hang down. I mean, how are you going to have them about there, I suppose? See, what's wrong with, is that not good? You're not happy with that?
I don't like them at all.
I sent you a photo before
I didn't. I didn't like them. I said the one is bigger. In the world of PC that we live in, we're just looking at our black tiles, and on the barcode, Negro Mate. Interesting. I'm surprised that they get away with that. Alright, so you can imagine who won that conversation. Taking these back. Old mate had to have her way. These here are the doors we're going to get for the whole house. Here we are. You remember I was in this exact spot how long ago? A few weeks ago, and I was like, ooh, yep, that one will do. Well, it didn't do. So here we are. Let's go. Round 2. Let's see what Ashley can come up with. Look. Okay, so we've got 2 different areas we're buying for.
Yeah.
Kitchen and dining.
Yeah. Above the table.
Could I show you a one that I thought looked kind of cool? What do you think about something like that for the dining one, or no?
That's quite cool.
I thought it could like go like, it's kind of like
I think,
rusticy to go with the green. You know what I mean? It kind of like, it's got more of a natural.
yeah, to put above the table.
Yeah, 2 of those. I don't know, do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
It's not going to generate any light, but it's going to look cool.
It's about.
Oh, what about like that? That's quite cool. What?
No.
But if we were going to have a gypsy wedding or something. Hey, wow, that's so trippy. Look at this, Ash. Alright, so that one there. Alright. I don't see any stock of those either. Oh no, here we go. Boom. Apologies if we look crook as dogs. We're both sick. My Tommy knocker thing is like touching the back of my throat. Okay, so we've changed minds now a little bit. We're thinking that one. 2 of those. They're very cool, but 146 bucks each. So it'd be $300 versus 160. But my thoughts are that instead of thinking it's $300, just think it's only 130 more. So what do you think?
I like it.
Go on. Ashley's new toy I got her. Go on, open it up. It's a washing machine. One of them front loader ones. Don't be naughty. Okay. Good morning. Still not crook anymore, but still got the cough and stuff. Yeah, she was a bit of a fluey kind of a weekend, but coming right. Today, tiling and some other bits and pieces. We managed to get up some lights yesterday, which look really, really good. I got carpet guy coming in an hour to quote up carpet. We've got a guy coming to quote a new fireplace, and I'm going to show you something right now actually. And I've just actually messaged a guy about a new heat pump too, but I'll show you this. We just got up. This is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see on here, but can you see on this table, see all that dust? You can see it over there, all those little fine grains of dust. Now, yesterday, this table was cleaned like last night, and it was completely black, sparkling glass. And this morning, notice that. And what that is that's the open fire. That's what you're breathing in when you've got an open fire. It's just that very fine dust. And you just don't realize it, but it's there in the air. And we've noticed since we've had the fire going that you'll just, each day after you've had the fire in the evening, you'll just find a very thin film of ash just over the house, just all around this area. So I think you realize now is that the sooner we can get the new fireplace in, the better. But yeah. Alright, so today we've got Devon here from Harrison's Waikato South, and we're looking at some carpet, and I'm actually learning a thing or two. So he was just showing me, this is kind of like the range we're looking at, and Devon was just saying about, we flip these over and you can see all the different things here, the performance and stuff. And what were you just saying there?
So pretty much all of these carpets get tested to the Australian standards, because we don't have any in New Zealand. So this is the sticker we're looking at here. This one's a fairly cheap one, but it still gets the best rating you can get. So it's extra heavy for residential use, which then that's portrayed in our sticker here. So you're 10 out of 12 for performance. Comfort is obviously lacking on this. There's not a whole heap of meat to it, so that keeps the cost down though. Comparably, something like this, you're still exactly the same performance rating because it's still a good nylon, and you got the 6 stars here, but comfort has come up quite a lot. This is kind of your dollar sign.
I personally don't even mind that colour. So any of these here can basically come in, like that one, in all of these colours, or how does it work? Or is it just that colour for that?
Some ranges, yes.
Right, so here's where the tough decisions come in. Me and Semper are going to have to decide because Ashley's not here. So she wanted something really light. Now this one is denser, sort of more expensive kind of carpet. This one's a lot flatter, but we can do the whole house for $6,700 with this one. It's more of a sort of a nicer carpet, and it's the lightest one they had, which is sort of what Ash wants. This one here is a bit down on the comfort, but we can do the whole house for this one for about 4,500. So, you know, it's an extra, what, 1,200 bucks. I've got to say, I mean, this one feels a lot plusher. Hard thing is, you know, when you're already spending $5,000, I mean, you know, an extra grand to get something that you like, I mean, it's probably just worth doing, isn't it? So we've got two areas we're going to be tiling today. First one is this area under here. The second one is going to be the main splashback behind the oven and across here. And as you saw the other day, gone for these matte black tiles, and I'm glad I did in the end, because when you just stack a couple of them up here, they look really cool. The tricky part's going to be cutting the tiles around these lights, because I mean these switches, because you want the switch to sit on top of the tile, not behind it, obviously. So yeah, that'll be a little bit tricky, but hopefully we don't have any major problems. Should be a fair bit easier than the last tiling effort. Let's go. Because our trim will cover that.
Time to grout.
Good.
And ensuring COVID security.
Good morning. She's been a long week this week. Long week in terms of videos. Obviously I haven't had one up in my usual regularity. The caravan is getting sold. We sold it within a few days, and the people didn't want to pick it up for a month, so we sort of helped them out there. But anyway, I had a bunch of things to figure out on that, so I've spent the last few days organising that, so everything's working fine, and it's ship shop, and they're picking it up tonight or tomorrow, I think. So yeah, that's good. Anyway, I've made a bit of progress in the kitchen there, and yeah, now I'm just going to continue with plastering today, because we obviously want to get the laundry and get the hallway and stuff done. Yeah, and then next week we're thinking about maybe getting some coving and stuff going in. And yeah, fireplace guys came yesterday, and everything's looking good there. But yeah, it's a nice day out there. Let's crack into it. Now, before I move into the day, there's something that I just want to quickly talk about, which I don't think I've addressed before. When we got up today, Ashley seemed a little bit like, you know, she's just wasn't very talkative and stuff. And, you know, I think some days she sort of has that feeling like, oh, you know, she's got to go to work and I get to sort of stay at home. And she's not wrong. She does have to go to work, and Ashley works 4 days a week, and she works long days too, quite often working late nights. And that sort of brings up a point, which is, you know, sort of how do we do what we do? And if you are in property and you know stuff, you know that serviceability is the key word when it comes to banks lending you money and so on. And in order for us to do this and me to work on the house full time, we still have to have money coming in each week. And so Ashley has to go to work. She's got a hair salon in Cambridge, Hair Cabana, if you want to go somewhere awesome. So Ash has to go to work, at least at this stage in our property journey. Obviously long term, we'd like to have her working full time as well on the house. But yeah, just a shout out to Ash. Love you, Ash, for doing what you do. She'll only see this video when you see it too. Because really, like, you know, I might get the credit for everything I'm doing here, but the real credit has to go to Ashley. If it wasn't for her doing what she does, none of this would be possible. And it's an important note as well, if you're looking to get into property or anything, serviceability income each week is the most important thing. Not everything is fun and games. There are bottom lines that have to be met. And with that in mind, let's crack into the day. Geez, I've been listening to some good podcasts lately. The BBC make the best podcasts, the absolute best. They're miles ahead of anyone else. I've just started now listening to the Hurricane tapes, which is obviously about Reuben Hurricane Carter, which sounds really interesting. Yeah, so BBC. So I was just getting started in this hallway here, and the ceiling, I didn't rejib the ceiling, partly because I wanted to keep this old coving here, which I think is really cool, and the ceiling looked like nice and straight, but it's got the old paint chipping off, and I sort of thought I'll just scrape that off and it'll be easy enough. I've just sort of gone to start doing that, and it's not quite as easy as I thought. So I'm presented with two options basically. One, I pull it all down, the coving and that plasterboard, and I completely rejib it, replace it with new drywall, plaster it up and make it brand new that way. But that means, you know, some demo work. I got to go get more jib, there's plastering, and there's a fair bit to it and some cost. Or second option is I try and just sand this paint back a bit, and then I skim it with plaster, and then sand that and then paint it, which should still give a pretty good finish. It means I can start it right now. If I do the jib option, then, you know, I need to go get stuff. And yeah, these are sometimes the decisions you're faced with, and yeah, you don't really know all the time what the best option is. I kind of just want to get started right now. So what I'm going to do is jump on the sander, and I'm just going to give it a crack and see how it comes out, and then if I feel like it's terrible, then we'll go for the complete replacement option. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you sort of think, oh yeah, I'm gonna cruise along, and then, oh no, lots more time now. It's okay. Jesus, look at me. Okay, I've not only finished skimming the ceiling, that only took me about half an hour. We've skimmed the entranceway as well, and then I've gone around and done my final coat of plaster all through the entryway, through these slim lines here, and down through here. So this area is looking pretty good in terms of getting ready to sand and paint sometime in the next few days. So happy with that. I just remembered though when I was doing this that Ashley's got this plan. I can't remember if I told you or not. It's actually a good plan, I think. So she thinks, take the door from the main room, move it from here and basically put it here so that if you're in the bedroom, you can look straight out into the lounge and the kitchen. I mean, we're going to be the only ones living here for the next year or so. So the main area you're going to walk is going to be from the bedroom out here. Would mean someone that's in the bedroom, they could be there sitting watching TV or something and still have warmth from the lounge coming through from the fire and the heat pump, which will be blowing that way. And of course access to the kitchen and the fridge, you know, if you need a beer or whatever you need. But yeah, I just realized I want to do that, and I want to get that door in before the carpet, if that is what we decide to do. But yeah, so that'll wrap today. I think this is going to come up really good. I'm really glad that I opted to go for the skimming in the end. Sanding this and sanding it and skimming it probably only took me, let's say, 2 hours. And then I'll sand that with the big sander, which will only take me about half an hour. So say 2.5 hours, and it's cost me nothing. Yeah, I think the result is going to be really good. It's going to look brand new. It's a somewhat somber day because the caravan has been sold. This is the end of an era. This caravan has seen us through some good times. Now it's time to move on to some new people, and the new people are doing kind of what we're doing. They're going to be using the caravan while their house gets built. So Ash is just doing the final cleanup. Look at her. Look at her in all her glory. Huh? I'm talking about the caravan. Anyway, yeah, and while Ash does that, because I already did my jobs with the caravan, I've just decided I'm going to crack into that window. Alright, so sanding done.
Darker than that. It's like a beigey, almost like a carpet, kind of like this colour. When we had a new kid.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
But then about 9 months later, you could see a spot where you knew you'd cleaned it. It was like a shadow. But I professionally cleaned and it all came out.
Yeah.
But
because I just focus, we've got the dog and he comes in with muddy feet and I'm like, I can wipe it, but is it gonna...
It's not going to be the most practical. Just a touch darker.
Yeah, a touch darker.
Still away from the grey tones.
Yeah, wait, you don't like greys?
Oh, I'm just a bit over
More
grey.
cream.
That's a lot of shade stuff.
I mean, we're not going... This is what we used to have, like...
Yeah.
Like gone a bit,
If I was looking at these, I'd be...
I like that or that. What do you use that? Well,
yeah, I mean, something like... I mean, that's very similar, isn't it?
This one's normally fairly beige.
Yeah.
I think we had that. Yeah, we had that. Not this range, but that colour, technically, in a different carpet in one of our houses. Just like Reno trims and everything, so it kind of went. But it doesn't look very beige there, really. Maybe in the sunlight.
I like those.
Yeah, 40, 48 and 60. So the 40 and the 60 are on sale.
Yeah.
So the 60 ends up being the same price as the 48. So you get 6, 7.
Wicked. So 60.
So you get that feel. 60 ounces is right up there.
Yeah.
I had 60 in our last house. I got 75 in our house now. That's pretty much as high as you can go.
I love that. 60 is as high as it gets. I mean, I got 75. But
that will feel pretty luxury.
Alright,
okay, so go for that then. All right.
Right, wait there. We'll see what's available.
Oh yeah. Now he's like, yeah, I can fit this in like September 2023.
60.
Okay, so that's what we're having then. That one there.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to take it for any?
Nah.
Nah,
I think if we leave it here, otherwise the minds will get changed again.
Yep. Nah, I think it's flush. Like the flush. Forget that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it still is quite light, isn't it?
Light, yeah.
Ooh, it is a wet, horrible day out there today. But I thought I'd keep working on this hallway. We're basically ready to sand it and paint it. Now, if you remember the other day, we skimmed these ceilings, and you can see I haven't even sanded them yet, but they are going to come up absolutely perfectly. I can already tell It's going to be brand new. So very happy with that. One little thing that's happened in the last week, actually, since we bought the washing machine, I've done my back. I've been in the wars on this house, I tell you, but I'm okay if I'm standing up doing stuff, but I can't even get up off the couch at the moment. If I'm sitting down, I have to sort of roll sideways and then sort of like somehow drag myself up. So yeah, I must just be getting too old, I don't know, but maybe time to start looking after the body a bit more. But anyway, yes, let's crack into this hallway, and who knows, maybe I might be able to get a bit of paint on here today. There's some good Olympics going on at the moment as well, so I've been sort of trying to keep an eye on that stuff. So yeah, let's just crack into it. Okay, that's sanded it all by hand. It's been a long day so far. That's about 6 hours straight sanding. You can see it's all over me. I didn't use the machine just because sometimes I don't use it if you just trying to get a really nice fine finish, but I am going to use it for the ceiling, which I'm going to do now because sanding that by hand would be an absolute nightmare.
Although Japan has taken over a huge portion of the Pacific, the U.S. scores a decisive victory in the Battle of Midway, permanently damaging the Japanese fleet.
Look at how good that's looking. It's been skimmed brand new. Okay, so that's the hallway done. 2 coats of primer, broad wall sealer, so we haven't put any actual paint on yet, but yeah, it's looking pretty good at the moment. That ceiling, like I said, is coming up absolutely mint, so very happy with that. The walls are coming up really good. The nice little feature here is coming up well. This ceiling in here is perfect. You can see I've been doing a fair bit of work on the old coves. You'll see the bits of plaster and stuff. I really wanted to try and keep this coving so that when you came in, you have the original coving, and I'm really glad I did now because you can see the parts where I have gone over it, it's come up really good, and then I've just got these other parts I'm still need to sand up and paint, but yeah, that coving is going to look fantastic. Yeah, so that will be it for this week's video. Yeah, until next time, I was hoping to have a final reveal in the dining room. But actually, let's have a quick look in here. So the kitchen, I forgot how long it's been. So as you can see in the kitchen here, we've got these pendant lights which we put up, which look really good. We've gone for the black tiles and the kitchen bench there, which are looking really nice. And then we've got the same thing on the other side here. Excuse the mess. And then in the dining area, we've gone for these really cool, I always find that funny. It must be something to do with the frame rate for the camera and the lights, but they don't normally flash like that. But you can see we've got these really cool lampshades that hang down, and they kind of match the wood on the table, etc. Yeah, but yeah, that'll be it for this week. Until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for subbing. If you like this video, only if you like it, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.